The task of the miracle worker is to be able to stand there and say, you know what you're believing isn't true. And you're really not under threat. And you're really not subject to physical processes that can leave you at a disadvantage because you are the child of God. And I see your lovableness. And it is perfectly clear to me that you are not in an environment of actual threat. And I will stand here with you as long as I need to and confirm to you the truth about you until you can see it. That's called denying the denial of truth. Everything I'm doing with you is denying your denial of truth. The sick must heal themselves, for the truth is in them. Yet, having obscured it, the light in another mind must shine into theirs, because that light is theirs. You see, you need me to remind you of what is true about you. And I can remind you of what is true about you because it's true about me. And I haven't forgotten it. The sick must heal themselves. You see, you've still got to do the work. You've still got to take the apparently risky step of believing something that's hard for you to believe. The sick must heal themselves, for the truth is in them. Yet having obscured it, the light in another mind must shine into theirs, because that light is theirs. The light in them shines as brightly, regardless of the density of the fog that obscures it. If you give no power to the fog to obscure the light, it has none. For it has power only because the Son of God gave power to it. Oh, but the fog is so thick, I can't see, the fog is so thick. No. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. Just stand with me. Give your attention to me. Forget about the fog for the moment. Even if you can't see me through the fog, you can hear my voice, and you can hear my tone, and you can feel my meaning. Let your mind and attention be with me. And be aware of the love with which I'm embracing you. Now, these are not words for you to write down and repeat, because your own clarity about the unrealness of the fog will provide you with the utterly appropriate words at the moment when you're standing with your brother and dispelling the fear by giving the love. He must himself withdraw that power, the power he's given to the fog, remembering that all power is of God. And we could say, remembering that all power is of love. That's why, in the words I used, I invited that one to be aware of the love that I was expressing and being with him. You can remember this for all the sonship. But you know what? You can't remember it for any of the sonship if you haven't first been true to yourself. And again, that is the step we're on at this point in the book. To thine own self be true. And it must follow as the ninth day. You can remember this for all the sonship. But that's the second step. That's the result. Not the act you engage in. You don't engage in an act of remembering it for all the sonship. You engage in the act of being true to yourself. And the result is that you will remember it for all the sonship. Do not allow your brother not to remember, for his forgetfulness is yours. If you're not remembering together, you're not remembering fully. And it's your loss. Do not allow your brother not to remember, for his forgetfulness is yours, but your remembering is his, for God cannot be remembered alone. This is what you have forgotten. To perceive the healing of your brother as the healing of yourself is thus the way to remember God. To perceive the healing of your brother as the healing of yourself is thus the way to remember God. If you wish to respond to the call for love that your brother has expressed, you must, for lack of better words, prepare yourself for the task first. And you can do this in a moment. I'm not talking about a lifetime practice. You can prepare yourself by saying, okay, here is a serious call for love. What I mean by that is, here is a legitimate call for love. Therefore, I will honor it by not being frivolous and responding off the top of my head. You don't have to go through all these words. Instead of all those words, you can say, Holy Spirit, what is the truth here? And in doing that, you abandon your memory banks and your conditioned reflexes. And you listen. You abandon your own thinking and you listen. So that the truth about your brother can dawn in your thought and inspire the words that will not confirm what he is ignorantly believing, but will inspire the release of them in favor of the much more desirable awareness of truth that is being illuminated in their mind in a manner that is perfectly reasonable to them. So, bear with the process here of waking up, of becoming clear, and do not be impatient to get to the part you are imagining is coming, where you will have learned something and now you can say, Shazam! And the person will be healed. And you will have been able to act authoritatively, but from a spiritual standpoint, from a divinely authorized standpoint. And will have become an effective healer in the world, in the horrible world that is in such need of healing, you see. We're talking about the use you're putting your mind to and preparing your mind. What? To authorize something? No. To be the place that can be infilled with redemptive truth that redeems your brother and you at the same time. Speed over this. Get through it quickly so you can get on to the good part. And you might as well put the book down. And you might as well abandon your awakening. This is very important. I love you all. Be at peace. Having received a full meal, be at peace and let it digest and let it move you. Let it mature you. Let it expand you. And don't be wondering what you're going to have for your next meal. I look forward to being with you next week.